think about getting this nomination and being part of this again? You won last time you were up, right?
Yeah, well, yes, and then I didn't
Then you
submit the
did,
next
right.
year, and then I did because I felt like the work was there, with everybody else. All the people connected with this storyline have been nominated. It seems last time or this thing, and so once you throw your hat in the ring, I thought we were going to be outside, so I got to keep it covered. But then you're in it. Although I think getting nominated is, very cool, and whatever comes after that. I mean, it was fun to win.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, I've been nominated and not won, and that was like, that was cool. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know Steve. I was talking to Steve Burton. He submitted scenes with you in it too. So a lot of people submitted scenes, like you're saying, where Mike's death or
Yes.
around his story.
Yes.
So it really was so impactful to the show last year.
Yeah, I think so. And the writing was great. The whole, so it was great to be a part of it, and getting a nomination for spending a lot of time pretty much unconscious in bed. That's how often
Well,
does
there's
that
a little
happen?
more to that.
Yeah.
There's a little more to that. Do you miss it? Or do you
Yeah,
feel
in
like
a way, yeah. I mean, I was ready for it. I knew that I support kind of ending it. If there were to get into visits from after or something, the twin brother and this, I really felt like let's honor what we did by leaving it there, and. But I loved going into work. I loved the people. I loved the process. It was hard to drive home and not have had that second take or something. But at the same time, that drives you to be in the moment, as they say, which is kind of what we're looking to do.
Did
in
they
life.
come to you and say, we're going to have to kill him off now?
I think there was originally it was like, it may go 3 months. I mean, I think that they start that way because maybe something just isn't working out and they can save face by not having for everybody, But I think they were envisioning a shorter arc, and this is from Frank, and then when they, I guess, had a moment where they realized, wow, people are really engaged with this story. We have to figure out ways to keep Mike alive within these other storylines we have. So some of those were a bit of a reach and kind of hard to find a handle on, to kind of honor what it was about, and so that's where I felt like I didn't submit, and then they tapped into some things that were just extraordinary, I thought.
Do you feel now, having gone through that as a person who lived with Alzheimer on the show, do you feel do you have a greater empathy and understanding for somebody who has gone through it? What do you think your takeaway?
Oh yeah,
because it was the most moving story of 2020 on the soap, for sure.
Well, I think I've had that experience with some loved ones and friends, so I have had that experience, but I think that the whole, even coming around to, I'm one of the not sponsors, but advocates for something called Project Lifesaver International, which was started by cops and creates programs in communities working with the law enforcement to have the kind of bans, on people that might wander with dementia or autism sometimes, and be able to find people very, very quickly with a good result instead of 2 weeks later with a very expensive and unhappy result. So there's an ongoingness to that, along with just trying to, not go gently into that good night myself. Keep myself healthy and alive and thinking and remembering my credit card number.
Right. Maurice actually said to me too, he was crying a minute ago with me. He was very teary about talking about the audition with you and how when he met you it reminded him of his own dad.
Yes.
Do you remember being with
I
him?
remember, and I remember going in, because there were a number of good actors there that could have played the part. We see each other sometimes at the same things, and there was But I just went in just thankful. I researched Maurice a little bit, so I knew about his kind of blend of his character is bipolar. He's bipolar. He's doing this, he's doing what he's doing in that way. And so I was open, but I just took that moment to really connect to him, and we became alive together. Right
The
away.
rest is soap opera history.
And so it was, I left saying I hope I get to come back and play with you guys, and I did. And I think Maurice and everybody else too. With Maurice and I was that close, and he does live that authenticity in a way with the place.
Right.
He's not alone in doing it,
Right.
but he could easily undermine it
Right.
if he had a different kind of makeup.
But he didn't. Yeah.
But that's right.
He didn't.
And so,
All right.
you know,
Yeah. Thanks, Max.
yeah.